Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Singing and dancing in a billowing Regency ball gown, Jennifer Lopez seemed a picture of delight last month as she celebrated her 55th birthday with a Bridgerton-themed extravaganza in the Hamptons. The abundant photos and footage she later posted online were full of JLo's customary look-at-me exuberance in full flush. Yet, hidden beneath the glitz and glamour, lay a strange air of desperation. Bridgerton has a strong flavor of Jane Austen romance about it, of course. But the theme might have been more fitting had JLo taken her cue from Charles Dickens's Miss Havisham, who spends the rest of her life in a decaying wedding dress after being jilted at the altar. For there was one glaring absence at the lavish birthday bash, namely JLo's husband, Ben Affleck. He'd been spotted the very same day on the other side of America, no longer even bothering with the charade of wearing his wedding ring. We now know from their divorce papers, finally filed on Tuesday by Lopez, that the couple once known so cozily as Bennifer had been living separately since April but continued wearing their ostentatious rings for the benefit of the cameras. And perhaps their children, too. In January, Lopez shared a brief video with her nearly 17 million YouTube subscribers titled JLovers, 2024 is our year. In it, she lip-synced to another woman's voice, actually that of social media star Kim Jenkins, delightedly whooping, "Prepare right now to be sick of me." The singer and actress didn't mean it, of course. In JLo land you can never at all tire of its egotistical star, but, sadly, her warning has proved all too true. By the time of Tuesday's announcement that she'd filed divorce papers in Los Angeles Superior Court, it was difficult to suppose that a tribesman in the remotest part of the Amazon jungle would have been surprised by the news, or particularly upset by it, for that matter, given the wealth of evidence that both parties should have seen this coming. Far from being an annus mirabilis for JLo and her doggedly loyal fans, 2024 must surely rank as among the worst so far. A year dominated by the drip of humiliating claims from the Affleck camp that Lopez was driving him to distraction with her endless craving for publicity and attention. Even the formal collapse of the marriage was just the icing on the 55th birthday cake when it came to setbacks, not least where Lopez's career is concerned. Driven by a burning ambition that has propelled her to a stardom that nowadays greatly exceeds her actual achievements in either film or music, Lopez has never been one to neglect her work. And, as Affleck had apparently forgotten but was rapidly reminded, she has ensured that her professional life has become inextricably entangled with her private life. The fact that so much of her creative output was devoted to extolling her undying love for Affleck hardly helped its commercial chances, particularly when it emerged that their relationship wasn't nearly so rosy as she made out. The first act in her four-pronged $20 million public tribute to their enduring love, album, film, documentary and tour, was released in February. This Is Me Now was her first studio album in a decade but received a lackluster response from both fans and critics, not least because of Lopez's endless self-absorbed harping on about Affleck. Her new songs included the likes of Dear Ben. 2, Rebound, This Time Around, Greatest Love Story Never Told and Mad in Love, surely most honestly titled of them all. Entering at number 38 on the US Billboard 200, the first of her studio albums not to break into the top 20, the long-awaited This Is Me Now hardly set the music world alight. In fact, it sold a mere 14,000 copies in its debut week. The album was accompanied by a musical film and a documentary on Amazon Prime Video, reportedly another source of marital tension. The bizarre if visually dazzling film was a heavily stylized fictional retelling of Lopez's various failed romances which JLo, now said to be worth $400 million, financed herself. In the film, Lopez's character says that when people would ask what she wanted to be when she grew up, she would answer, "I want to be in love." Told she's a relationship addict, she goes into rehab at Love Addicts Anonymous. The film featured cameo performances by both Lopez and Affleck and was billed gushingly as her unflinching 20-year Jew.